Hi, I'm Dr. Keith Ablow with another Pain to Power video. This one is about gun ownership because part of being powerful is sticking with the facts. And at a time when the president is attacking gun owners by saying he's going to, by executive order, limit gun ownership, it would be wise to look at history. You know, some of the most violent episodes in our nation's history in terms of violence perpetrated by an individual those moments weren't at the hands of people who used firearms to perpetrate them. They were unfortunately committed by people who used explosives, who used cars, who used other lethal means to harm people tragically. So the idea psychologically that because you take arms away, because you take guns away from people, and by the way, mostly you're disarming the people who need to defend themselves and who would never think about committing a crime with their firearms, as you know, they're allowed by the US Constitution, by the way. But the idea that by taking guns away from people, you take away their violent impulses is foolishness, frankly. People who are going to commit crimes are not necessarily people without resources or people who are without intelligence. Sadly, they're without empathy. So what are they going to do if they're intent on hurting others? They're going to use other means. It would be foolish, and it's not accurate, to think that those means will be less lethal or hurt people less or kill fewer people. That's not true because it hasn't been borne out historically in terms of the annals of crime. In fact, the worst episode of school violence was way back decades ago. It wasn't caused by firearms at all. It was caused by a crude explosive device made out of fertilizer. So the idea that by taking guns away from people, you're going to prevent terrible episodes of violence, number one, it isn't true. Secondly, there's a side effect that's tremendously undesirable. The initiative to limit gun ownership neglects the fact that people feel empowered, appropriately empowered, when they own firearms because they feel they can defend themselves. They feel autonomous. They don't feel as though they are children owned and operated by their government. You take that away from people, you diminish millions and millions of people who never would have hurt anyone, and you take away some of their feelings of empowerment. By the way, there'll be a time again when the world needs America to come through for the world, because we're people who value freedom and we're people who are willing to act from our core, to be powerful even in the face of pain to power. We don't want to do anything unnecessary to diminish that readiness to come through for others. Part of that readiness relates to the opportunity, the right, I shouldn't even say opportunity, the right as guaranteed in the Constitution to own arms. Nothing should be done to abridge that, and the president is making a mistake by doing so.